This is Eddie Hearn, Matchroom Boxing. You are watching Sporting Icons. You don't need to be anywhere else.
Okay, so Anthony Joshua has stated that he's going to become a 3-time world heavyweight champion by obviously defeating Oleksandr Usyk in their rematch. Then he's going to bin off the belts. And he gives his reasons like this. I feel like I never got that respect as someone who people feared. When I came into this division, it was whack. I thought, I want to come in and take on everyone. I feel like I'm not getting looked at as someone who's a dominant heavyweight. This big Anthony Joshua wins and becomes 3-time. I'm going to dash these belts because you've got to learn to respect me as a person. Quote that. I don't want to be respected because of belts. I want to be respected because of the man you see. Anthony Joshua's statement to JD Sports. Now, I've said this before, that Anthony Joshua and Canelo Alvarez are the only two people currently in boxing who you could arguably say are bigger than the sanctioning bodies. The sanctioning bodies need them more than they need the sanctioning bodies. World titles are trinket belts. They're a way of validating fans' opinions on certain fighters. But one thing that Anthony Joshua has stated here, which is that he wants respect from people. He doesn't want to be respected as a world champion. He wants respect as a fighter, a heavyweight who gets in the ring and takes on everyone. And he has the best resume in the heavyweight division, bar none. Reality. That's not my opinion, that's a fact. He does. Now, those people who are hating on Anthony Joshua and who don't give Anthony Joshua his flowers, his credits or anything like that, are always going to be people who are always going to be hating on Anthony Joshua with or without the belts. And when I hear Anthony Joshua say something like this, it irritates me a little bit because, listen, I've mentioned this before, that Anthony Joshua worries too much about what the negative people say rather than those who support him. I mean, if I could give Anthony Joshua a pep talk, listen, I'd love to call him up and just give him a damn good pep talk about this kind of situation and many other things. But these people are going to hate on you, AJ, regardless. Why are you trying to please these people? They fanboy for people who haven't done even half of what you've done. So why are you trying to please them? They will never be on your side. Doesn't matter what you do, they will never be on your side. Some people want to use the fact that he was saying about shopping in the local community shops rather than the big ones. Some people are trying to twist that it was something about don't shop in white people's short stores and all that kind of stuff, even though that ain't what he said. But as I said before, for some of those people, some people genuinely have it twisted. Some people just use it for their own racism as a way to fight back. Well, that's why I don't like him. Yeah, I mean, you didn't like him in the first place because of his skin tone. We know. But hey, that said, that doesn't really matter. People can like who they want to like and dislike who they want to dislike. But Anthony Joshua said this before, that the reason that he boxed the way that he did in the first fight of Oleksandr Usyk is because too many people out there were saying Anthony Joshua can't box. So he said, okay, fine, I'm going to go in there and box the boxer. And it backfired on him. Why? Because he's listening to people he shouldn't be listening to. And that's what irritates me a little bit. Don't worry about what these people say. As I said before, they are never going to give Anthony Joshua his flowers. They are never going to do it. So why try and please them? For what reason? Anthony Joshua has the best resume. And when he says that when he first came into the heavyweight division, the division was whack. And it was. People weren't talking about the heavyweight division. This was the era of the Klitschko's. Tyson Fury, of course, he went over to Dusseldorf, Germany, done a fantastic job. Took Vladimir Klitschko to school in a handbasket, okay? Got those belts. But then, of course, he went off the rails and done what he'd done. And I said this before, which is Tyson Fury, he unlocked the door. Anthony Joshua came along and kicked it off with fucking hinges. He did. He opened up the heavyweight division. He opened up boxing for a lot of people, especially here in the UK. Mainly people here in the UK, because boxing, for the most part in the UK, was dying. It was. We're having a real drought of water. We were. People weren't that interested in boxing. They weren't. Anthony Joshua came along and suddenly hardcore boxing fans, new boxing fans, were just coming in their droves. There wasn't a pay-per-view superstar like an Anthony Joshua. There wasn't. There really wasn't. People could say, well, David Haye, he done pay-per-view, or Carl Froch done pay-per-view. They didn't do nothing compared to Anthony Joshua. They didn't. Like Anthony Joshua or don't like Anthony Joshua. That's the reality of it. Some people may want to twist that as a case of he brought back pay-per-view in a big way. Hey, listen, that's a fair point. But ultimately, when he fights people, his opponents get paid, and they get paid well. They do. People weren't getting paid in the heavyweight division the way that they are now before Anthony Joshua came along. Not for a long time, were they? It was only Klitschko's who were earning decent money. Everybody else was earning a fraction of what they get now. But because people watch the heavyweight division and people are involved in boxing, that means more eyes on the TV, more pay-per-views, more people turn to the crowds. That means there's more money in the pot because of people like Anthony Joshua. And for Anthony Joshua to bin the belts, hey, I say crack on. I say crack on. Who cares about his damn undisputed? Listen, I want undisputed. Listen, if I could choose the path for Anthony Joshua, it would be, of course, if he defeats Oleksandr Usyk, go fight Fury. Get that undisputed fight out of the way. Get it done. But ultimately, as I said before, Joshua is above the sanctioning bodies. Why keep on paying the sanctioning bodies where they do some things that will raise eyebrows of boxing fans and people within boxing as well, to look at them and go like, you are corrupt. So why are you paying them? If Anthony Joshua just bins off the belts, and what? And what? He won't get ranked by sanctioning bodies. So what? He's always going to be in big fights. And you know what? He didn't have to pay them a percentage of his earnings. He doesn't have to. He can just keep it for himself. Do whatever he wants to do with it. Doesn't have to be beholden to these sanctioning bodies. Doesn't have to be beholden to be fighting who it is that they want him to fight with their mandatories and all that kind of crap. Let someone else go do all that. No problem. And Anthony Joshua can do what he's always done, which is fight the best names around. And the only two guys that he hasn't fought that people would love him to fight are Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder. Two people who he has put in gigantic offers to before. And both of them have turned him down on numerous occasions. So it's not from the want of trying. It really isn't. Anthony Joshua's legacy is pretty much assured anyway. But listen, him defeating Oleksandr Usyk, as I said before, he'll be the very first heavyweight in the history to have lost the World Heavyweight Championships and won them back twice in the immediate rematch. He'll be the very first heavyweight in the history to have done it. Currently, he's one of 4 to have done it once. Muhammad Ali, Lennox Lewis and Floyd Patterson are the other 3. Anyway, listen, that's my thoughts on it all. As I said, I just hope Anthony Joshua actually starts listening to old Uncle Sporting Icons here. Stop listening to the damn haters. They will hate you for life. They will hate you for life. It doesn't matter what you do. They will hate you no matter what. Because your name is not Tyson Fury. Your name is not a Deontay Wilder. That's why they're going to hate you. You're their rivals. Simple as that. Drop your thoughts below. Click thumbs up, subscribe. And I'll catch you on the next video.